And finally, today, the News Sentinel announced it's saying goodbye to iconic editorial cartoonist Charlie Daniel after 60 years. 10 News reporter Gabrielle Hayes shows us a first-hand look at how he captured East Tennessee with the stroke of a pencil.
Some say his work is like a time capsule.
Just like a snapshot, he really just distilled it down to one image, and that's so difficult to do.
Thousands of images capturing the history of East Tennessee and beyond.
What's happening in the nation, what's happening locally, and you can look at it and you can really understand all the nuances.
Alicia Schumar is sort of a keeper of UT's Charlie Daniel collection.
Starting in 1958, we have his cartoons from the Knoxville Journal and the Knoxville News Sentinel.
She says the university has an archive of about 20,000 of his drawings, and keeping them safe is a special kind of experience.
It took us a little bit longer than it usually does to process this collection because everyone had such a great time reading each of the cartoons.
Back in 2012, we caught up with Daniel, who reflected on how he came to draw images people love so much.
When I look back on some of my earlier stuff, I'd say, this is awful. Why would they hire this guy?
But Schumar says 100 boxes of drawings show the impact of his work.
To have that kind of vision and passion for them is amazing to see.
And while he will soon say his goodbyes, Schumar says his work won't be forgotten.
You know, even though he's created them today, they are historical, so we need to preserve them now so that we have them 100 years from now.
In Knoxville, Gabrielle Hayes, 10 News.
The Sentinel says his last day is February 1st. The News Sentinel's executive director, Jack McElroy, says he worked with Daniel for 17 years and said, "I feel very privileged and honored to have been his colleague." And I know I speak for so many people. Charlie Daniel has made us smile and he's made us think, and we thank him greatly for all that he has done for these many decades.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that is our time.